if you're going to take a cruise from your local port, you don't have to worry about flying. You don't have to worry about connections. There's no downtime because you go straight to your port terminal.
Generally, it's really close to get to the cruise ship from where you live, so there's no long travels on flights to get to the destination.
No stopovers, although we have taken a flight from Singapore before, so there was a flight there. But most of the time, if you're just looking for a quick holiday, in all the capital cities, usually there's a cruise terminal and you can just hop on and off you go.
If you're like me, you don't unpack, but the good thing about being on a cruise is you only have to unpack once in your room. You're there the whole time. You don't have to move at all.
I unpack. Like, it's good because it's got a wardrobe, it's got drawers, it's got everything that I can just spread my stuff out and have it hanging. And you only have to do it once, so why not? One of the best things that gets you into holiday mode when you're on a cruise is the deck party. You need to make sure that after you've gone into your cabin, you've watched your safety video, and then you've gone to do your, what's it called? You know, when you
safety briefing.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm thinking of. It's called something.
It is called something.
I can't remember what it is. But after you do that, go straight up on deck. Well, get some lunch first, then go straight up on deck, because usually at 4 o'clock there's a sail away party and everyone is out there, and it just gets you so excited for your cruise.
Now, being on a cruise, you get to see a lot of the destinations without having to worry about travelling on buses or getting cabs or Ubers. You're straight there on the cruise ship at your destination. But if you're like me, I like staying on the ship and relaxing while everyone else is off it.
I don't. I like seeing everywhere.
Now, speaking of lunch, the food is unbelievable. And the best part about the food is you don't have to cook it. You don't have to set the table. You don't have to clean up after yourself. All you do is eat, 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 eat. Unfortunately, I put on about 5 kilos on a cruise, but that is avoidable. I just don't try to avoid it. The food is great. It's a 3-course meal in the restaurants. Usually there's about 3 restaurants on the ship. You get to choose which one you want to go to, or you can go to the buffet, which has a variety of different foods, usually different cultures like Thai, Chinese, Mexican, roasts. What can you think of any other types of food they have there?
Well, the one we just
Indian.
Yeah, the one we just got off had restaurant themes. So we had the Asian restaurant, we had the Italian restaurant, and we had modern Australian.
Okay.
Alan talked about cleaning up. Well, one of the great things as well is you don't even have to make your bed if you don't want to. In saying that, we usually pull all the doonas up and stuff to make it look neat, but someone comes in and makes your bed for you, tidies up the room, gets the bathroom all fresh again. And even if you want, they can come in and do a turn down service when you go to bed. Usually when we walk in, they've left a nice little cute towel animal.
Yeah, they wrap all the towels up and they put these little eyes on the towels, and they make all sorts of things. They make birds, snakes, lizards. Last time we
elephants,
had a
penguins.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Now, the shows. The shows are brilliant.
They're musicals, Al.
The musicals. The musicals are brilliant. Now, the musicals, they've got the singers, really good singers, they've got the dancers, and they've got all the lighting and performances like you wouldn't believe. It's high quality. They're always worth seeing. I'm not a fan of that sort of show usually, but these shows are pretty damn good. And they've also got, well, the last cruise we went on was comedians, where we got to watch a few comedians throughout the night. They were great shows. What other shows do they have that you can think of? They have game shows. They have
game shows where you can, like, there's a marriage show that they usually have where they put the males up and then the females behind the scenes, or let's just take that out. They have a game show where they put one partner at the front and then take the other partner away, and they ask them a question, and then their partner's got to come back and have the same response. And some of those answers are pretty funny.
They're
Pretty
quite
funny because some of them don't match up
Yeah.
very well at all.
Now they also have bingo. Let's talk
Yeah.
about the bingo.
They do have bingo. They have
Well, every day they have bingo where you pay like $30 to buy a ticket, a book for the bingo. It sounds expensive, but the prizes are absolutely huge, and it jackpots towards the end of the cruise. And generally, I think they're up around now $7,000.
I don't know. Every cruise is different. But
About $6,200, which paid for the next couple of cruises.
one of the good things is if you are like Alan and you're not a planner.
Oh, I thought you were going to say extremely good looking and intelligent.
If you're like Alan and not a planner and extremely good looking and intelligent, you would like a cruise because you don't have to do anything except get on once and book it. Like at the moment, we're booking another holiday and I'm going through trying to find accommodation, matching flights,
Trains.
Yeah, parking, a whole bunch of different things. So, yeah, if you're not a planner, cruise is your ideal holiday.
It's a no thought holiday, isn't it?
It is.
It is.
Yeah. Think of it once and it's done.
Now, when you first get on the ship, you will notice there's probably a lot of people to start with, and it is a little bit daunting seeing so many people. But after a day or two, those people start to thin out. And the good thing is you get to meet a lot of wonderful people. On our last cruise, we sat down and played trivia in one of the bars before dinner, and we met some people there, and we're talking to them all through the cruise. It is a great way of meeting people if you want to.
Yeah, at the bars, at the deck parties.
Around the pool.
Yeah, at the game shows, when you're in the theatre. Everyone's just talking and having a good time. So it's easy to make new friends if you want to. But it's also just as easy if you don't want to talk to anyone. That is quite possible as well. On most cruises, they usually have 1, 2, or 3 theme nights, depending on how long it is. They are usually white party, a Gatsby party, and a back to school party.
We've done the white party before. That's pretty simple. You just dress up in white clothes. We've done the Gatsby party.
Back to school, no.
Back to school, no. We're ex-teachers. 20 years teaching.
We don't want to be
Last thing I want
reminded.
to do is go back to school. Now, it's not really a party and such where you have to dress up. It's only if you want to.
Yeah, but everyone at the nightclub and stuff's usually dressed up.
Yeah.
And that starts at about 10.
Yeah, not compulsory though.
No, but if you want to go to dinner and you dress up in the restaurants and stuff, you can do that. Or you just dress as normal and then dress up later. Or you don't dress up at all. They usually have in the shop, like if it's Gatsby night, they'll usually sell like hats or braces and stuff or feather boa things. Oh, they also have on the day of the Gatsby party, I know on the cruise that we just went on, they had the feather headbands that could make for the night. And that was, they were charging, I don't know, $10 or $15 for the class. So I did notice some that was similar. So yeah, you could pick the people that went to that.
Yeah. So we've done the dress-ups before. It is a bit of fun. The last cruise we went on was a 3-day cruise. We didn't bother doing the dress-ups, and it didn't matter, so you don't have to.
No, it was
about choice.
Yeah, it was about probably, half or that did dress up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so don't feel like you have to do that if you don't want to. The next thing is when you want drinks. There are people coming around taking your drink orders, or you can go to the bar.
And this goes into the fact that you don't need cash on the ship. You do need money to buy the drinks. There's a couple of different ways you can do it. You can pay for a
drink package.
Thank you. I lost the words. You can pay for a drink package. Generally, that's drinks up to around $15 or $16. It doesn't include, depends which package you get. You can get the alcoholic one. You can get the non-alcoholic one.
The alcoholic one.
Yeah, the alcoholic one. That's the one we get. And I did find out one night it only limits you to 15 drinks on the cruise we were on. Now, you can pay for your drinks in that way, but when you get on the ship, you get a cruise card. And the cruise card is the way you purchase everything, as well as the way you get into your door of your room. So you don't have to walk around with a wallet or anything. Everything is on your cruise card. You can put cash onto your cruise card at a terminal or at the purser's office. Is there any other ways you can put cash on your?
Yeah, you just link your credit card or debit card before you get on the cruise. You can do it that way, and then everything's taken care of. We used to do that, but lately we've just been taking cash and putting cash in the machine, and it's easy.
Yeah, less the
Yeah.
man knows about the better. Yeah,
One of the benefits is being on a cruise is if you are going to have some drinks, you don't have to worry about finding a taxi or finding transport home. You just need to find your cabin number. And
finding a cabin can be a challenge sometimes too.
Actually, it's very easy to get lost on the cruise in the first few days. It takes
Yeah.
a little while to
Orientate
yourself.
Yeah. And saying that, here's a warning: if you get an interior room, which on the cruises when they promote the price for your cruise, it's the price for an interior room. The interior room doesn't have a window, so you don't get daylight during the day, which means you can't orientate yourself to what time it is, and you can also you can't see out a window and see which way the ship's heading, which orientates you so you know which way you're going to walk when you exit your room. We've always found it's easier just the windows rooms are fine, the next stage up, and we often also get a balcony so we can sit outside in the breeze.
I think we need to try an interior though. One day we need to try an inside room because we've never done that yet.
No. Next.
Alan has a little bit of claustrophobia, so I don't think that would work well.
No.
It'd be fun though for me. Okay, next.
Oh, well, while we're on rooms, I'm going to mention that check what your cruise says. That generally you can take like 10 cans of soft drink on with you. The cruise we last went on didn't have Coke, they only had Pepsi, so we took 10 cans of Coke on with us and put them in our room in the fridge. Now, on a land holiday, it involves a lot of driving. It involves trying to find parking spaces. It involves all these different things that you don't have to worry about on a cruise. On a cruise, you can get up, walk straight out to the pool, spend the whole day at the pool, go get a nibble to eat, watch a show. It is a no-stress holiday, very relaxing.
Okay, on every cruise, there are land excursions. So when you pull into each port, they're going to give you the option of usually about 4 to 8 different excursions that you can choose from. The excursions are quite expensive. You don't need to pick any. They do promote it quite a bit, and they are usually booked out early. Alan and I have always found that if you just get off at the port, you can usually get a local to drive you around. You just negotiate a cost with them first. If you've already had a look online and seen the things that you want to see, you can even do the same sort of itinerary as the cruise packages if you don't want to actually buy a cruise package. But just remember, it is at your own risk. If you can't get back for some reason, the cruise won't wait for you, but they will if you do one of their excursions. And yeah, just be safe, negotiate your price.
Yeah, I think it all comes down to your decision on, are you prepared to pay extra to get the service they're providing? We find that for us, it's a lot easier if we just organise it ourselves and do our own thing.
Yeah, we're used to doing a lot of traveling, so we, find it pretty easy just to get up and work out what we want to do.
Yeah.
But if you're a first-time traveller,
try one of the cruises.
Try one of the excursions on board that they offer, and then go from there. See how you feel.
Now, one thing you will not get on a land holiday is the fabulous ocean views. We've seen islands, we've seen passageways through islands that the ships take that are just totally beautiful. We've seen Mexico.
Remember those white buildings everywhere?
Oh yeah, the coastline, wonderful coastlines, beaches. We've seen whales, lots of whales. We've even seen
one of those water things.
Yeah, one of those tornadoes in the water that went past the ship. No, it wasn't life-threatening, but it was exciting to see.
It was a little one, and the ship went around it.
Yeah.
But that was cool.
But even just sitting on a land holiday, you don't get to sit on a balcony in the morning in your birthday suit, watching the ocean for as long as you want and just chilling.
Yeah, it's great. The sunsets and the sunrises are amazing. Alan never would see the sunrise ever.
No,
Can you think of a time you have on a cruise?
why would I? Like you're in your bed, the beds on a cruise ship, they're not the greatest mattresses in the world, but it's counteracted by the ship's rocking and rolling, and it's just like you're a baby in a cot. It just puts you to sleep.
Yeah, so if you are an early bird, beautiful sunrises and always a great sunset on the ocean.
Yeah, you probably even go to the gym if you're that keen.
Next one we will. We
Yeah.
need to start getting healthy. So
Yeah, true.
next one, maybe we'll do a gym series.
Maybe I'll meet someone called Jim.
The Al and Deb gym series. No, that would be entertaining.
Yeah. The thing I really like about a cruise over a land holiday is I'm spending about $100 a day and I'm getting everything. I'm getting accommodation, I'm getting room service, I'm getting 3-course meals 3 times a day, I'm getting entertainment.
You're not getting 3-course meals 3 times a day.
Okay, for breakfast, if I want 3 breakfasts served
yeah,
to me,
true,
I
you can.
So I can get more than 3 courses. And here's a hint: you can go to the restaurant, and if there's 2 entrees or 2 mains that you like, you can get both. I'll bring both to you.
And you've done that too.
I have done that. Yeah.
And you've eaten it all.
Yeah, I know. I hate myself. Anyway, you can't go to a land holiday. Like if you go into the city and want to get a room in the city, it's going to cost you $500 for 2 nights.
No, 1 night now.
1 night, and that doesn't include the food and all that, and every entertainment. On a cruise, you get everything for a less price. It's worth the money.
Yeah, and you can choose to whether you want to spend less for an interior room, or you want to spend big and get the grand suite or a suite or whatever. It's up to you. But Alan was talking about the $100 a room. That's usually when the deals come out. So as soon as you see a cruise deal come out, jump on it, and you can usually get it $100. Sometimes $78, $80 as well. Not a lot, I wouldn't say, but definitely can get them on special for $100 a night. These are all the reasons that we think a cruise is probably better than a land holiday.
Yeah, we're not saying a land holiday can't be better. What we're saying is don't ignore the option of a cruise, because it is bang for bucks.
Yeah, and some people we've talked to, they're like, oh no, I'd never go on a cruise. It's awful, but they've never been on one. Go on one, experience it for yourself. I wouldn't recommend going on a 3-day one for your first cruise. Lots of people do that, but a 3-day one's hectic. I'd recommend doing a 7-day, even if it's just up the coast of Australia or out to the South Pacific or wherever you are in the world. Choose a 7-day one because you get a really good feel. People are worried about feeling seasick. Alan and I get seasick. We get travel sickness. But on a cruise ship, we don't. And if you do, there's always a doctor on board that all you need to do is just go down straight away and get a jab, and you're done. No more seasickness for your whole cruise.
Yeah, you hope. But you never know unless you go. So you got to go try a cruise.
Yeah, do it. Just do it. You'll love it. And if you don't, it's your fault. Okay.